Congolese. He's nice. Congolese.
He's Congolese.
Yeah.
It makes sense now.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
What do you mean? Congolese people don't act like they're American.
Look at them sunglasses you're wearing today.
That's not. They look like yours.
Big man, this is so I can see. I'm blind. What's your excuse?
What? They're seeing glasses.
Yeah.
But what? You're on prescription.
Yeah, prescription. I'm blind.
I'm prescribed as well.
You're what?
Prescribed.
Welcome to Filthy at 5. It's called Filthy at 5. Sometimes it is filthy, but it always drops at 5. The panel, from my right to my left. You understand how this works now?
Yeah, I know. It's not.
No, but
Not immediate.
immediate, yeah. That was a key word, was immediate left.
No, only if I meant immediate left would it have been a key word. But I didn't mean it, so I didn't say it. So it becomes not a key word.
But it was key in explaining to numbnuts. That's when it clicked for him. Hand me.
On my right, making his first start in over a year.
Boat in the building.
Boat in
and all
the
of that.
building.
Come on.
I don't know if he wants to change his name yet. Do you want to change your name?
No, I want to leave it as boyofalltalents.co.uk. No moat,
I don't
no
even
none of
need
this
that.
stuff. Oh, you're talking about boat itself?
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that, man.
Anymore.
Man done a Geordie thing, a straight comb thing.
Nah, you know what it is? Because my hair's a piece of shit. That Geordie doesn't have excuses. Today, my hair's cracked.
Don't what? Mine's...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, I listened to Dan. Oh, is it? Is it? Yeah.
No.
All right, my bad. If Dan says that, then it's bad.
It's just, trust me, PK got the same reaction with that. Come on. There was a moment of shock. Like, even though I've seen Stevo's head before. Like,
A lot, but yeah. Next on the panel, we got, I would say, a famous darts player's name, but I do not know darts. I know nothing
Van
about
Gerwen
it.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Van Ginkel, Marco Van Ginkel.
Nearly. What's the one that used to fight? Phil Taylor. Who's the one that used to
Phil the Power Taylor.
Yeah, who used to challenge him? The German or not
was the
Holland?
German- no, Dutch, he was Dutch.
What's his name? Van
Gerwen.
No, man. Van him. Anyway, I don't
Van
I don't
Barwin.
know. Van Berwin. Something. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, Phil the Power Taylor.
He's in the form of his life.
Thank you. All right.
His name's Stevo The Madman.
Yeah, Stevo here. And this is a shout and a dedication to my mate, Peter Wright, world champion. Actually played darts with him. This was my shirt.
Yeah. Come on.
Do you know what? Most darts guys got like Asperger syndrome. It's true, innit? It is, you see? That's mad to know, like, that a lot of them have got like Asperger syndrome, and they're like,
Is it?
that's why they're good. You see, darts is a maths game, you know. It's not just a throw it at the
Don't
wall.
piss me off. I didn't know that because that's why I love it. Because that's what they call me, Rain Man.
Next on the panel, we got a man. I say he escapes out the hood. I just love that hood tracksuit. It was so fucking sick.
Is it better than the Stay Clean one,
It
though?
was better, but it was worse.
I'm gonna have a white one.
He's Lippy Lick Shot, and I feel like he started 2022. Like every year, he gets more and more superstarish. Like a little bit more diva-ish, a little bit more like don't look me in my eye, a little bit more like this water's not 42 degrees.
Yeah.
And that's what 2022 started so far. Like, okay, I see it, the level up again.
100.
It's Lippy.
Investing in property, but you lot don't get to know about that.
Secret.
Jinx.
Next on the panel, we got a man who is a pioneer in the podcast space, a legend in the podcast space, and he has just said goodbye to a legendary podcast this week, Halfcast.
Wait, I saw someone say something like that. Is that real?
What?
No, it's not.
You can't do that.
No, it's
So
not
why?
over.
Why? All right, so for why though?
We're sick of it.
Come on, Dan.
It's time.
Happens sometimes.
No, I saw that, yeah, and I thought it can't be real. I went and typed in Halfcast on thing. The page was still there, and I was like, oh, phew.
You agree with this, Tego? What? As in,
I've spoken to the people involved, and I understand why they're doing it.
okay, so that's a next.
Because the next step is come back with a new podcast, full cast. And yeah, come back. Full take a break. Yeah, come back with full cast, revamp, and just go again. No, Chucky's really good at what he does. I don't understand where he's going.
It's an idea.
No, I don't think anyone's going to stop doing what they do.
No, but I want to. Okay.
But RIP, look, it's probably the UK's fundamentally greatest podcast of all time, and it's
Halfcast is done, not you with it.
no, the whole thing.
Oh, the whole something.
Yeah.
What? I thought you were just saying you left, just like you said goodbye to Halfcast.
It's his studio. He just walks in and just starts chatting.
I just do so.
Anyway, Savage Dan.
Guys, man, I shaved my beard off by accident, man.
Oh, see that.
But it's almost back. But when I say I was on the phone and I went by accident, and I've only ever seen it in films where like people do that and now they're looking, they've got a stripe.
And they're
I
shocked,
had a
yeah.
stripe, bro. Like I couldn't believe it.
Oh, you should have evened that out.
I almost did that. I would have looked like
Yeah.
Rowan.
You winding me up?
Hulk Hogan.
You lot ain't even noticed my moustache. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I noticed it. You look like a porn star. Like, what are you doing?
Next up, a man who also thinks he's got a moustache.
Well,
His podcast is back. It took a
Yeah.
break over Christmas.
and it's great. And don't worry, I ain't going nowhere unless they start paying me like they paid Daniel.
And Chucky and Poet. Money got between them.
Then it could be over. But until then, I'm here with you. And yeah, man, you know what it is, man. Bear me in the strap for them, man. Gang business.
Finally, on the panel, a man who had a bad weekend. But it's okay. We're gonna move all forward with strength.
What do you mean? I didn't have a stinker.
You got dragged.
What?
And then
At halftime.
they
I
came
didn't-
back.
I didn't get dragged.
Oh, you
Well-
had a bad game.
Bruv,
I didn't get dragged.
narrative
We
is a
got
narrative, bruv.
dragged.
You left the pitch, so you're allowing us to create this narrative. You got dragged.
Our boy got dragged
happens.
to right back.
Yeah, you got dragged to right back, then dragged off. While they was losing, and then they came back without you.
And won? The other
But-
team?
They were
No,
4-2
they
down.
was 4-2 down, and they drew 4-4
Oh,
without
you
you.
lot came back into it.
Yeah.
Did you have any part in it?
Yeah.
Yes, you
No.
got getting dragged.
No, I mean playing.
Motivation.
He came off at 4-2,
I
bro.
assisted in the game, bro.
He got an assist.
I got an assist.
Yeah, and then they took you off.
And they still put you
And
back to right
I
back.
got a pre-assist.
Yeah, because he's supposed to.
Yeah,
Pass.
because
He's supposed to be a leader in the team. So if the shape needs to move around and there's an injury, then you know what? I'm trusting you. Move right back for the team, selfless.
You know what?
And
it is? They went to the
then
brink-
you took that weight on your shoulders and you did what?
And no, I didn't do that. Let's not lie. You know what it is? I said to the manager, I said, listen, we've just put on a striker that's 6'4". I said, there's a guy that's sitting on the bench. He's a fullback. He's got a long throw. Let's utilize it. Take me off.
Whoa.
Oh, you asked to come off.
Whoa. You
Yeah,
got
no.
asked to be taken off
No,
so
he
someone
asked
could take the flow on.
For utilization purposes.
And
No,
Tego,
I ain't got a long throw.
what is the worst, what is the easiest position to play that you've always said since
Oh,
I've
he
known you?
knows this.
It's easy.
It is the easiest. But it is the easiest.
So their most
position, but I can't
influential
remember.
player got taken off or got put to right back and then he got asked to be taken off so the guy can come on and do a Rory
For the
Delap.
long throws.
It's
I'm
mental.
gonna try and back it.
No, he
still.
said he asked.
You
He
had
said
bad
he
games.
asked.
Yeah.
He offered it out.
No, I didn't have a bad game. I was playing great. I was playing very well.
Hey, Purse.
But I'm vice captain. I'm doing
Sorry,
things for
you're
the
what?
vice captain.
Oh, vice.
Yeah.
So after the vice captain, it's you.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
me.
Yeah,
But
You're having a
obviously-
dry Jan, innit? Tell him about your dry
Yeah,
January.
I'm having a dry January. I ain't drinking.
That's where the problem is.
When's the last time you drunk?
1st of January.
Today's episode is we are going to go back to at the beginning of the season. We discussed and we voted who was going to finish where in the Premier League. And now we're going to go back and look at where we believe they're going to end now, halfway through the season.
If you was going to do that first, why didn't you make me send you the list? You told me to do the other one first.
No, I think it was this one first and then the other one.
no,
Yeah.
why
Well, he
wouldn't
said it- he said it to
why
me.
wouldn't you do both 7 hours ago?
No, okay, fair play. But you said
but that is it.
no, you
About-
told
no,
me.
no,
What do you mean,
no,
what, separately, Margs,
here's
without out of the group?
Here's the second
I was
twist.
always gonna come in and do it.
Here's
You
the
said-
here's the second twist.
Go on.
Lippy, when did you do this
Yeah,
list?
exactly.
Last week?
Last week.
Last
week.
Yeah. Everyone else did it last week. Because
came
that's the
here-
episode we were supposed to do last week.
But you
No, you're angry at yourself for lack of concentration.
You told me.
Yeah.
Dude did the
Because
21.
I assumed you did last week's one.
Why would you assume if you ain't got it?
Because I'm not sitting here looking, let me make sure Margs is covered.
Yo, this is sick. So I'm not even involved.
Oh, what?
All right, let's go through the teams that we thought were going to get relegated.
Yeah.
We thought bottom of the table, and Margs wasn't sure about this. Poet was like, yeah, no, definitely Norwich City.
Yeah.
Ooh. This narrative.
No, so I watched the episode and did the notes, bro. It's called research. Narrative.
What's wrong with Tego?
He's on you today.
On him.
Why you're on him, Tico?
He wants special treatment.
No, I
you should have
don't. Why?
told me to do this list. Told me to do this list. Everyone's in the same group.
I thought the only reason why you told me is because we was going to be needing it now. I could have done the other one and done this afterwards.
You could have done it when you were giving it a week ago.
All right, now so let's move this old
This is
stuff.
why you failed your GCSEs.
I did not even take them.
You did that.
What are we talking about?
He looked round at the man, like,
Was it all levels them times?
No, I was high. I was
No, was it,
streets.
what was it called? GCSEs as well?
Couldn't tell you, bro. I wasn't there.
All right. 19th, we had Burnley.
Inshallah, but I don't
This is looking like my list, boy. So I got it right.
This
Is this who we got now or who we had before?
This is before.
Okay.
And 18th, we had Watford.
Okay.
PK strongly disagreed.
Yeah.
Loon said
Sissoko.
that their kit was relegation fodder, which stands true. Let's be honest. And then Loon said that Congo is a championship nation.
What? What?
And then Stevo farted on Miles' face.
Did I?
That is a big
I have to
episode.
apologise for that. Did I apologise at the time?
No, you were very angry with him the whole episode.
Oh, was it? Oh, right.
You were angry with him for you farting on his face?
That's what he did after the anger, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, because I couldn't hit him. You know them ones, innit?
Have you heard about that girl that is in hospital now?
What for?
For farting.
For farting. I'm
Yeah,
trying to talk
I
to
saw
her.
it.
What?
I want to do a Britain's Bizarre Britain with her, man. Oh, I'm
She
so
had a heart
intrigued.
attack.
What?
How is it?
She was farting in jars. She was from reality TV in America. She was selling farts in jars.
Yeah.
She's quite famous because she was on
got
this reality
peas,
TV show. The reason we know is because she had a heart attack because she was eating so much food
Fatty
that was
food
like,
and-
difficult for
yeah.
the heart to digest.
Why was she trying to fart so much?
She was
though?
making she was
Yeah,
making
but I'm
like
saying
50
the
bags a
demand.
month.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, do you have to fart?
She should have taken the 20
No,
making
but no,
38
whoa,
bags a
let me
week.
explain. My mate told me, not you, so I pointed at Lippy there. But no, my mate, so I spoke to my mate about it because I posted about it and I'm trying to search for this woman as well as the woman that saves the cum that puts it on her face weeks later. Yeah, there's a woman. Whoa, Tracy. Whoa, Tracy.
To concentrate.
He's not concentrating.
Check your mirrors.
Anyway, she was trying to get certain farts, so certain food made certain farts, so you could request a longer one, a more powerful one, a more like harder sounding one. So
So when you open the jar, does it make the fart noise as well?
Oh, that used to happen in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Into the bottle.
Farted in a
That's
bag.
so
or something.
funny.
Open it up.
Nah,
I
that was
don't
a
think
genuine
so.
question because you're saying you can request
Yeah,
a longer
there's
fart.
Yeah, you're not wrong. No, but she obviously does it live as well, Donut. Yeah.
Why does she do it long? Oh, she does it.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
What I know is that she was making 38 bags a week.
Good
Is it
business.
38 bags a
And
week?
there's no overheads.
If you hold a fart in long enough, it travels up to your head
Your
and you
head,
get dirty thoughts, yeah?
That's what they say. No, apparently they say you can die. Yeah, you can die from it.
Can you get to your breath, though? If you hold it in, will it
Yes.
get to your breath?
Yes.
Wow.
Apparently.
Seriously.
See?
Apparently that's a thing, but
If you hold your fart, it'll go up to your breath.
Yeah.
apparently.
It explains certain things, bruvs.
That can't be true.
Certainly, you man just holding farts all day.
I'm telling you, bro. See, man, with white tongues, bro.
mate.
For fuck's, this is a
love you
weird
lot.
panel here. This year's relegated teams, according to us, except Margs, Norwich 20th, Watford 19th, they were 18th, and 18th, Burnley. So nothing really changed.
Yeah.
Oh man, think Newcastle gonna beat it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we're saying.
They're not that far off in it. The numbers they
If
could
they
could
get
do it.
Dinya and Trippier, their fullbacks looking.
They're getting trippy,
Are
don't
they
they?
getting Aubameyang?
Hope so. But
No, they're not gonna
no,
get
nah,
him.
they're
Oh,
not.
they might. They're not gonna. He's not gonna. What's he gonna?
He
go
just
to?
wants. What do you mean? He just wants.
Well, he's not
money.
gonna see. I don't think it sounds
And he's
crazy,
not-
but
he's going.
they're not gonna start him up top over Wilson because he's probably not gonna bring. enough.
Wilson's, I think, injured.
He's not
I'm
gonna.
sure.
No, I'm saying if he was fit, I don't think he's gonna bring the same man in
wouldn't,
industry. He's not gonna
yeah.
start up top over Wilson. And then what?
And
Do
he
you
won't
move
start
St.
St.
Maxim off that
Maxim,
left.
yeah,
Of-
nah, he
Aubameyang's
won't.
screwed, man.
And what kind of country it's gonna get?
Yeah, he ain't going AFCON.
I just want to say, by the way, we were going to do an AFCON episode today, but I did feel like it would be a waste without
spectacles.
Specs. Now, this time, beginning of the season, in 8th place, we said Arsenal.
Is it?
What you saying now?
Is
pussy?
it?
Oh, sorry. No,
Oh,
yeah, no. I
at
want
the start,
to
at
hear
the
the new one. I
start.
want to hear the new
Yeah.
one.
Specs had them 12th. Stevo had them 10th.
What you saying now, Steve? What
This was all before they signed Ramsdale, but it was right after they lost to Brentford. So you get it, like, recency bias, whatever, but losing to Brentford was crazy. Like, they got played off the park that day as well. But Loon said that he got the Mighty Ducks feeling from them.
Yeah.
He said that they could be the Mighty Ducks of the Premier League this
And
year.
they
but
are.
he still said 7th, 8th. Miles had them 7th, so let's not let him get carried away. But Speck said that Aubameyang was going to be a big problem this year. He
He's
said
right.
that. He saw that coming. But 8th in our current list, Leicester City.
Knew it.
I don't like them this year. I said last year,
They're
I
immature this
don't
year.
like them. I
You
don't
did say
like
that,
this
'cause
team.
I was a big advocate for him.
I
Yeah.
think Rodgers is the issue, man.
Possibly. He's got a ceiling. He's got a ceiling.
Just a bottler.
I don't think it helped when Harvey Barnes got injured.
Yeah.
Of course, that's never going to help.
Fofana.
Fafana's gone.
That's two.
This
that's
guy's
two
playing
big
with
ones, yeah.
this guy's playing with Amati in that centre back,
Justin?
bro. Like, we got come on, man.
Martin, indeed.
Amati and Ndidi centre back. That's crazy, bro. No, but let's cut him. No, but let's cut him some slack, bro, man.
They were crap. They were crap when they had Evans and Sionchu.
Yeah, they've been shit, man. Sionchu's shit. I thought
Sionchu let me down because I put him in my
Nah,
thing,
he was
bro.
good, but he ain't
Not
been.
shit.
He's
Well,
letting me down,
You got to look
bro.
at the other teams that's in the league, bro. Water always finds this level, bro, man. They was where they're kind of really
Yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to be. He's
facts.
doing good, man.
Like talent-wise, you look at them a year ago, and now they could have finished fourth. It's not like Man United was some crazy over fucking.
That wasn't Rodgers. That was the players.
No, it definitely was the players. But then he chose to not let him play after that COVID party that they
Because
went
they
to.
disrespect.
I get it. I get it.
How are you going to manage
get
after,
it.
bro?
He made the right choice.
But
I
then in
believe.
the summer, when Fofana got injured, Justin got injured,
And he was on a tear.
and Pereira had come back, and you looked at it and you went, everything that you wanted to believe in Leicester, you believed in it when everything was on the up. Everyone's happy, everyone's flying. I believe in it. Now, you look at it. and
They
go,
have
nah.
moments, but yeah.
Do you think
They're gonna get rid of
Rodgers
I think.
does a few? I'm trying to think at Liverpool. I know it happened with Raheem Sterling, but it's like he does these discipline things and it never works out.
Yeah, I think he's got that thing of wanting to be friends with the players and be a disciplinarian.
Can't.
He's got son issues. So that's why he's sonning everyone.
What did he do?
Huh? What his son?
Thailand.
Mad
Thailand.
things.
Oh, in Thailand.
And then he done a match fixing. He done match fixing. I'm not even talking about that. I'm the match fixing.
Oh,
Match
yeah, that as
fixing.
well, yeah,
He
yeah.
done
Oh,
the match
wow.
fixing. Brendan Rodgers came to watch one of my games one time. I was playing against his son. Came up to me after. That's how I knew like he's got issues. He
Was
come
that
up to
one
me.
of them games he got
Well,
taken
one
off?
sec,
as
one
well?
sec,
Nah.
one sec. Because he come up to you, that's why he's got
He come up
issues.
to me and he
Of
said,
course.
he come up to me.
Oh, at the time. Oh, right.
Wait, please let him. I want to hear what he said.
Yeah,
to
I
him.
need to hear
Interesting.
this.
You're right.
Outstanding player, you are. That's what he said to me.
Outstanding player you are.
Yeah, exactly like that. And then I was like, oh yeah. So we and then I said to him, do something about it then. Just walk away. Huh?
What did you say? What did you say?
I
to
res-
him?
I respect that.
Do something about it.
Oi, it's funny, something funny that's just happened there. You have come on to something I've known about T for ages. He just done an accent and you went exactly like that. You're right, T does accents. When we was away, T used to sing to me in a country accent.
Wow.
Oh,
Well.
Sweet home Alabama.
sorry, T. T, let me get this one.
I'm coming home to you.
Let's call this episode
Hold
Revelation.
on. Hold on.
He needs to explain.
Hold on.
No, you need to explain.
Tigo singing.
I
to you.
think we
Continue.
went, it was when we was in France, and he used to sing, "Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?" And he sang it in his. You remember T?
I think Tigo remembered. I think he remembered. I think he remembered.
He didn't do it. Starting. He didn't do it.
He said, "Oh Lord, won't you buy me?"
Banger, by the way. Banger.
It's a banger though. That is a banger.
We need to hear it.
And he sang it word for
That is
word
it,
in the
yeah.
dialect,
Please don't
everything.
drive horses.
Porsches. Don't do
Horses.
that. Don't do that. They're not gonna drive horses, Marks.
They ride horses. This is
Right.
cowgirl.
I wanna
Friends
ride
don't
horses.
Ah, good song.
Brendan Rodgers was scouting PK.
Yeah.
That's why they're.
Yeah.
He's got daddy.
And
He's
out
got
of
son
Europe.
issues.
Son
Out
issues.
of
Son
Europe,
issues.
that's a fucking stinker.
Yeah, big stinker.
They've let
Could
me
help
down,
their season.
man.
Could help their season.
Did they drop down to Conference League?
I think so, yeah.
I've gone to watch them a few
They
times.
did. They did.
Brendan Rodgers said he didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Ah, stinker.
All right, that's Leicester. Last year, the beginning of the season, after one game, we said that West Ham would be 7th. Miles and Loons said that West Ham weren't better than Arsenal man for man. Everyone else said they were. That'd be an interesting conversation today. Miles also said, though, just in case, you think, oh, Miles was on it. Miles also said that Pepe was better than Bowen.
Whoa, slow down.
Bowen's good though.
Bowen.
So
I'm
if
rating.
I like Mars bias though.
it's bad evidence when you join.
I
it
want
all
Bowen to
together.
get a Spurs move. I think that would be a good jump for him. Bowen's good.
Why
Why does he need to leave?
Why would he
Hold
go
on,
to
hold on.
Spurs? He's going sideways.
Where do
bro.
we think West
Are
Ham
you
are
not
going
going to get a Dormatore?
Where do we think West Ham are going to finish?
I think I got them 7th.
I got them still, obviously, a bit of bias. 5th.
Yeah,
7th.
I got them 7th.
I'll be happy with this. Tough league, man. I'll be happy with a 7th. With
Well,
the-
you would
with-
be
with-
happy with a 7th.
I'll
That's
be-
the minimum.
You'd
No.
accept it. You'd
Well, at the
accept it.
start of the season, I think I said 7th.
Yeah.
And I genuinely mean that.
Now
Especially
it's
now.
the minimum, no,
No,
man.
but
You're on the
we've
precipice of
lost our back
Champions League
four.
No, I
Our
get
whole
it.
back four.
I get, but you're in the transfer window. You're right on the edge of Champions League
Tough
football.
team. I just
course
think
it's
of the
tough.
other teams that they're wicked as well.
Yeah, but who's wicked?
The teams
You're
around
competing
us.
with
They're not,
Tottenham,
they're not.
Arsenal,
They're
Man
coming
United.
back.
They're not.
Some
Tottenham,
better teams though. They're doing good.
yeah.
They're doing good.
Yeah, so now
We ain't even got a striker.
You're right there on the edge. So get one.
Yeah.
Are West Ham ever going to have this opportunity to get top 4 again? And we've been talking about how the countdown is on for you to
real.
keep Declan Rice.
I don't think they was
This-
ever going to get top 4.
They're not
No,
gonna-
I
Yeah.
don't think they're
It's tough.
He's saying this is the best time.
This is
though.
the best window they'll have.
It was. When
Yeah,
you
I
look at it
think it's
now,
gone.
the three of them are set. Yeah, with Conte
Tottenham.
coming in and churning out results.
Even United.
Arsenal looking
You know,
good.
might
Is
take
Conte
Lingard back.
churning out results? Is that something that's happening?
No,
getting
it's
results.
not,
I
you
don't
know.
know. They're not
Because
necessarily
Ralph
looking good.
Rangnick was churning out results before he lost.
Yeah.
That loss, I don't
Yeah.
care about. What was that cup? Carabao
Yeah.
Cup. I don't care.
No.
He's getting points. They've been accumulating points. That's all that
They
matters.
look good at all because
No.
No.
when
But
we-
that's
when
No, but they've
Tottenham
been getting
manager
points though. The
Motta-
difference is
Tottenham United
Tottenham
weren't
need to
looking good.
Tottenham need to play their best usually to win.
No, but it's different.
recently with Conte, they haven't been like you lot
But
just
they
said.
ain't
Yeah,
been
but that's
playing
just a
anyone
turn-up.
either.
Yeah,
though.
they haven't played
1-0
no one.
95th minute against
But when I say
Southampton.
we
Yeah,
random
they haven't
ragged,
Against 10
personally,
men.
random ragged, like
Yeah, yes.
I'm not saying
it was a
Tottenham aren't
bad
good enough to get
display.
top 4. I'm just saying if West Ham look around them, Arsenal are legit good. Man United, you'd think can get legit good. West Ham can look at this and say, if not now, when?
We've lost a key player to the African nations. We've got a lot of key players. And I just think our squad ain't big enough to get us through that final
Antonio's
push.
Jamaican, man.
Huh? Donut. No. I think it's the squad for me, but I'll be
Of course
happy.
it is,
I'll be
but,
happy if
you
we
know,
got
you've been
7th.
linked with like Barbosa this week, which feels like old West Ham.
Yeah.
But
I like Torre. That was a good shot. I think that could help.
Nope, don't want him.
And
the
Jesse.
Brazilian.
Don't want him.
Left.
Jesse Lingard, you can take him back.
I'd have Jesse.
Did you see him posting pictures?
He ain't been playing there. He's going to be an unfit Jesse.
Torre would be a good
posted
buy
you
for
lot's
you, though,
pictures
man.
still.
Yeah,
Huh?
you lot dropped 25 mil. Go get Phil Jones and Jesse.
Huh?
I
Lingard.
don't want
Yeah.
Phil Jones.
You're built.
I don't want Phil
Phil
Jones.
who?
Quality
I
the
didn't
other
see
day.
him.
He was
Phil
quality.
Jones and Zamora would
Bro,
lock
a
up.
man was
Zamora.
quality one game and you lot are judging a man.
Very
bro.
good. Talking about Phil Jones of all
Zuma.
talent.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Phil Jones when he was
He
18,
was really- no,
19.
pause,
Yeah,
pause,
yeah, cool.
Did he
But
play?
that's
Did he
times
play
that, bro.
really well the other day? Or not?
Yes, bro. That's one game,
Can
bro.
He was the best of the
can
black
he-
bunch.
can
That's
he-
one
can he-
game,
I
bro.
agree. Can he fit into the West
No.
Ham team?
No,
No.
I rate West Ham, bro. I rate West Ham.
Nah, I was
And
just trying to sell him because I want him out.
we're
You're
not
right,
that
you're right,
team
you're
Put
right.
him
no
in, put
You're
him
right, I
in,
just want him
put
out.
him in West
You're
Ham.
right,
That's
you're
a
right.
that's an idiot chain. Chat to them West Ham hard knock, man. And tell
They
them-
need-
That's
they could
wrong.
take Lingard,
That's a
though.
bad choice because of the injuries, whatever. But I'm saying West Ham. I just like the idea of them scanning the league and just going, our competition here is as weak as it's ever going to be for Champions League. You're in Europa League.
Yeah, but
the
and
problem
they
you got
weaker.
now is
They're
that you're still
weaker.
in the Europa League. But you got to
Yeah.
try and win that now.
Yeah.
You know it's tough. There's good teams in there.
I think that little run we just went on and when we was losing, I think that come at the right time because now we're
Yeah.
picking up momentum again.
It can never come at the right time
but
until
7th,
the end of the season.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's a minimum to me.
I think we might even
You're the,
finish
only,
8th.
you're the only English team that went through the Europa League, right?
I don't know.
Everyone else got knocked out of Europe. Like, you're a good team.
Decent.
7th is...
Not gassing me up, you lot.
not-
I ain't
not
gonna.
gas.
I
Like
ain't-
I said,
listen,
bro, you've
I
got
gassed up 1 week and then that whole week, that's when we lost everything. Lost to Tottenham, lost everything, and all my videos come out that 1 week, and I look like an idiot. It's not happening
the
again.
countdown on making the most of Declan Rice is ticking away.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone in 2 years.
To where?
End of the contract.
Where's
Yeah.
he going?
Why would it be? Why not be 6 months?
Oh no, he's not gonna. They're not gonna sell him. Anyway, he ain't going. He's gonna see out his contract.
Well, that's West Ham.
7th.
I want more for them, but they're happy with 7th.
That's all right.
They'll take it. Give it to them.
Last year, in 6th place, we believed would be Tottenham Hotspur. Specs was back in Nuno. Now, if you remember that guy. Margs said, apart from 3, none of them make Villa's starting 11.
That's facts, though, bro. They're a bad team.
I agree.
Loons thought that Nuno would make Spurs the new Wolves. Maybe he did.
Maybe he did. Yeah, I think he did.
I don't even think the players at Spurs are as good as some of the players at Wolves.
Well, away from Tottenham, in 6th place this year, we believe it's going to be Manchester United.
I mean, I don't know because look, you don't know my theory on that, yeah.
What is
like,
it, Marks? Genuinely, I don't know it. What is
Hey,
it? No, I'm asking. Sorry, I don't even know, bro. Don't do that.
do his theory.
Man, just laugh at nothing. Sorry, continue.
No,
continue,
he's laughing
continue,
at the
continue,
fact that he
continue.
was doing his whole
Sorry,
setup and
sorry,
delivery.
Sorry, go true.
Nah, there's just no camaraderie, and them man don't chop. And then what they've done is they've brought.
They
a
don't.
gaff-
He's right. He has to be right.
No, they've brought a gaffer in, yeah, who probably ain't had head in like 3 decades. Like,
He's not interested. You can tell.
and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work in his heyday. And even then, in his heyday, when he was popping, these German, he looks like he's a straight to anal man, and you can't just bring that to man. You know, like it's like a
Yeah,
milestone.
the militant man. Yeah, but that's
You
what
can't
Man
just
United
bring
need, though.
that.
Yeah. I'm being deadly serious. They need
know
that
you
kind
are.
of guy. That.
A man said straight to anal, man.
That's what he looks like in his pump. In his
But
pump,
I
that's
don't
what he
think
looks
there's
like.
anything wrong with a guy like that, though. To be fair, straight to anal.
How you doing, Lippy, by the way? You ain't said a lot. Are you just
I'm
powering
trying to-
up with the sweets?
You know what it is? Convos is quick for me, but I said Ragnick would be shit. Bro.
He's not shit.
Well,
though.
are we-
it's
are
the
we saying-
players.
are we actually judging
you
him
can't
right
just
now?
keep, bro.
Nah, you can't judge
Wait,
him
pause.
right now. That's
Lippy,
harsh.
Lippy,
That's
are
harsh.
we judging him now? I don't
That's
know what you're
harsh,
talking
that's
about. Are we
harsh.
judging him
Bruv,
now? Because you
these
said
players
Rangnick
are getting man sacked. Bro, you know the biggest, yeah? If I never saw any influence whatsoever, then I wouldn't be the bruv. They pressed for 30 minutes under Palace, yeah, and then sacked it. Man's thinking, all right, cool, it's a new gaffer, he's got a new regime, maybe they're not ready for it. And then we ain't seen it again. They've bombed it. So they're literally, this guy, yeah, if you watch him talk football, yeah, this has been his philosophy his whole life, yeah. He's not telling them to do anything different. And they're not doing what they asked him to do. It's one of the hardest things to do is to get big man to run. Like the young boys, like you can do it, but these top boys can't get
Listen,
them to run.
do you know what? Go on.
They're not
This guy
pressing.
reported that the players them are vexed. They don't believe in him.
I think that's trash, though.
After 3 weeks,
I think that's trash.
Like, bruv, how can stories be coming out? These players are
Nah, come
shit
on,
houses, bro.
Do you know how protected your club is by the media, bro?
It's not the players
This
are
wouldn't
by the
be
club.
leaked,
They
bro.
got Mourinho sacked, bro. Then they got their brethren in. Ollie was there. It was all fun and games. Then they got Ollie sacked. And then now 3 weeks into a new manager, they're chatting shit. Bruv, these men are idiots, bro.
This
You
is
know,
football
Man
now.
United- You know Man United's
Players.
problem? Do you know
It can't
Man
be the
United?
play. I mean, it can't be the gaffers. It can't be the gaffers.
It is the
ain't
players.
gonna come in and do anything.
Do you know Man United's problem? Yeah, all these managers that we've had come in, right? Apart from Mourinho, because he ain't got no real philosophy like that. Apart from sit back here.
Bro, we got a team out there for 18 months, bro.
LVG is a manager, a possession-based manager.
Mourinho
he's
has
trying to,
philosophy.
yeah, I know, but I just don't agree with it because I believe he's Mr. Anti-Football. But I say, with LVG's philosophy of possessive football, yeah, you're trying to teach seasoned vets, Michael Carrick, all these guys, how to play a new style of football. With the guys that we've got now, same thing with Rangnick here. He is trying to make these guys actually work. None of them want to do it. That's the first thing. Secondly, none of them, potentially Cristiano Ronaldo, but none of them are actually fit enough because what he just said, they ran for half an hour. That's a fact. Then they sacked it off. These men actually are not able to do what the manager wants us to do. So we are going to fail this year simply because following instructions, tactical instructions, is not what Man United have been used to for the last 5-6
That'd
years.
be great,
It's the
except
truth.
This season has 2 halves, and the first half you didn't have a guy telling them.
Yeah,
to
and
press
exactly. So
Wait,
don't know what I'm saying.
Thomas
Pause.
Tuchel
But by the end of
done
the
that at Chelsea,
but I'm
and
gonna
it
say-
worked.
But I'm gonna. But they've had at least tactical managers in their surroundings.
Chelsea
And
players
players
are
and young
conditioned
players
different
that can
to-
act. Because
to
what I
any
thought
other
LVG's
player.
main problem was, yeah, and Ranitz's problem now is the youth. Those are the guys who will actually be able to take to the new whatever it is, a new philosophy easier. Who have Man United got that
So
are able to do that?
Pogba has never been
Well,
under
he's-
anyone
well,
that's
he-
never had.
well, he's
The
not
players have
playing
played
right
under
now.
other managers,
Yeah,
bro.
Pogba played
He's
under
not playing
Conte.
right now.
Played under Conte.
Who?
Pogba.
Oh yeah,
At
okay,
Juventus, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
So, like, what I'm saying,
he's not
yeah,
playing right now.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
count him.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
count him.
yeah,
Don't count
yeah.
him. Count some the others. Don't count him because he's not
Well,
playing yet.
the other geezer, even your right back, Danilo. He was at a team last year.
Dalot.
Dalot. Yeah, Dalot.
Sorry.
Yeah. Go on. Yeah.
He came back a little bit better.
No,
It
go on,
improved
I'm
his
saying,
defending, but he's still meaty.
What I'm saying.
You're not resting this argument on Dalot. No.
No. I'm
He
saying
just-
the other players. He was at AC Milan under a good manager, done tactical.
If you say so.
Yeah.
But he was a tactical manager. He was under Pirlo, right?
Yeah.
Point is, there's other players that have played under tactical managers.
Pirlo was at Juventus.
Listen, Ragnick has come in, yeah,
Is it
and
Juventus?
he's everyone's gassed him up because apparently everyone learned
I
their
don't know if he
tactics
played
from
under
him,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, all the
What's
other
he
guys
done
clopping
recently?
that.
Anything?
Nothing.
No.
People don't realise that
Bro,
Leipzig is a completely different outfit to
Listen,
Man United.
Football is obviously.
He's managed like 10 games in the last how many years?
You do not look at Manchester United on that football pitch in the last 4 games and go, that manager ain't managed in a while. You look at that and go, these players are on crack.
No,
Thank you.
No, it's both. It's both.
Nah, I don't agree.
Mainly that they're shit.
They haven't changed since Ollie, Dan. So how can you say that?
Everyone knows how it goes. Usually, at least you get a manager bounce. They ain't even got that.
Yeah.
They won a couple games
So
in
it's
a
the
row,
players
they
then.
played
That's the
bad,
point
yeah.
we're making,
It's
though.
everything.
You see that 4-2-2-2, yeah, and it's so narrow, yeah, and then obviously they wanted to press impacts.
Yeah,
When they get the
Lamps
ball,
used to play
they're
that.
all close together, yeah. There's no technicians on this pitch, bro.
You
Like,
need
simple
passers,
stuff like
technical
passing, bro.
passers. We
They
don't have
can't
that.
do it, bro.
No, and it's why Fred ain't
And you
played
haven't
since that
got
half
Nick-
against
players as
Newcastle.
well.
So
Like,
then what
you
you bringing
can't
who?
play
Who do you bring in to
4-2-2-2
replace him until Fred ain't playing?
I mean,
this
you
league,
did buy a highly technical midfielder
Yeah,
for
well,
40 million
yeah,
pounds
but
a
who
year and a
knows
half
who
ago.
signed him? Nobody can tell me that yet.
Well,
Nobody can tell. Because you're talking about VDB.
We
Who-
spend too much time arguing about this United.
Yeah, I agree.
Are they
Look,
dead?
us-
They're
no
just
one-
shit.
no-
They're
no-
shit.
but
Yeah,
one-
no, Lippy. That's not the convo that we're shit. We know
is.
that. We're saying why.
No, but
that's not the.
I swear,
They're
but
shit
he's got
because
a
of
point.
who they are.
Yeah, it's now.
McTominay and
No,
them
because
man
who we
there,
are
they
is the
can't.
win.
McTominay's good.
Oh, you mean the players, the
seeing
ballers?
them.
Yeah, right.
No, but even
Nah.
your good
Personnel.
players are kind of shit.
They are. It's
Like
like
your best
Like, give me one,
players.
give me one.
Here's a
All right,
question.
Ronaldo, your savior. He's in the mud right now.
Yeah.
Is
El
he?
Nen-
Or hasn't he
El
been doing
Nene.
this for the last
McTominay.
3-4 years?
McTominay.
Is he?
No,
Is he? He's I swear he's got like
Pogba's
13
the
and
one.
19. Is that shit?
Pogba's the
Answer
one.
that. We can't just run with narratives.
McTominay's not
Is
playing
he
shit.
shit?
Who?
McTominay.
No, I'm saying their best
You
players
said
on
a
that
good
work, so on
ones.
paper-
Ronaldo, let's go back. Ronaldo's not in the mud. Don't say
He is
that.
in the mud.
Oh, he
He's
is.
playing terribly.
Yeah, man.
Oh, of course. I
You know
know.
what it's like? It's
That
like
means
when
he's
you
in
do
the
it.
mud.
I know that.
Yeah,
I'm
It's like
talking.
Sanchez's last.
He's
4
just scoring
seasons,
goals.
bro. He scored bare
So the
goals.
scoring goals is not enough. I'm asking.
It's not okay.
Hold on, wait.
Alright,
Let's,
no, no,
let's
you're
chill.
not- no, I hear that.
Stop. Back to the middle. Let's not argue every single point. Like our life
You asked a
depends
good
on it.
question there.
But I'm going to ask a good question. Because Margs came in this morning and he was ranting. It's these players. It can't be the manager. How many managers in a row? It's the players. I asked him a question. I want everyone to answer me. Is Marcus Rashford good?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We have to have this conversation. No more.
Yeah.
But
Finish
I
that.
can't
let me-
remember
let me-
him being good.
Can I say something?
He
Yeah.
was when he was like
yeah.
19, when he was mad young.
Yeah, I don't
As
think
soon
he
as you lot gymmed him up,
Really?
finished him.
I don't remember,
bro.
I have a feel like it's like there's a muscle memory of like me thinking he was good, but I don't remember him being good.
Can I say? Let me go. And you could correct. You're a United fan. I see with him, he will have like a period. Because don't forget, he still scores 20 plus goals, not in the league, but in
Just
all
all round,
competitions,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he has these little periods where he will score like 5 in a row. He even come back recently, he scored 3 in a row. Or he has these things. Then he will get injured. Or then he'll change position. Or something will happen. There's always something that messes up his run. But you're right. But I think it's because he has it quick. Then he goes for so long. Has it
But
quick.
that's a bit important part.
Yeah.
But he plays, and like, I don't know what his position is.
Yeah.
I know what half Man United fans
Should
say
have been
should
a
be up
striker,
front,
bro. You should
half
have
say
just
should
made
be
him
on
I
the
don't think he
wing.
should be a striker at all.
No.
And
He's not a winger, bro.
the thing, I don't think he's a winger. I think he's a striker. But I only see him on the wing.
Inside forward.
But listen to
Even
this though. You
that,
see,
nah.
Marcus Rashford's thing is his lack of intelligence for me. He's not a smart football. I'm not talking about life. I mean, as a footballer, as a baller, yeah. In terms of him, like, if you watch Marcus Rashford, he'll make the same run as the person on the ball regularly. It happens all the time. He's got the ability all day. So is he a good player? The answer is, yeah, he's a good player. But is he gonna get to the like elite level, the Man United level, the Man United level, all of that?
He's
No.
25 this year,
Yeah,
right?
24, I feel,
this
20,
year.
20
No, but he's 25 this year, 2022,
But
right?
yeah, anyway, go
His
on.
development
Go on.
has
That's
shocking.
He's not that old, I don't think.
The thing is, yeah, it's harder to. I
think
don't
he's
even know why
25
I'm
this
defending
year.
him like this. Not like
That
that.
Yeah,
team-
he's 24 now, 25 this year. You're right. You're
When
right.
he first landed, he was
Yeah.
better than he is now.
No, I think it's just impact. You know, like when you're just fresh.
Yeah, his impact.
That
his
is
impact.
kind the type of
It's
play
like,
he
yeah,
could
someone
use
new
to
come
be.
on the scene.
Yeah.
Ross Clash. That's what it is.
But then he slapped though. He was slapping.
But this is a conversation we can have at another point because I'm not blaming him for Man United being bad this year. But I do look at that team like it's because when they're playing bad, it isn't just one player. It's never just one player when Man United play bad. It's like 7 guys. Because even like your fullbacks, last year it was like they've clocked the fullbacks, they figured it out, and then they've been dropped both of them like 3 times this year.
Yeah, because they were
Everyone
smelling
that you
this
lot
year.
buy that's meant to save you is not good enough.
Do you know?
Bro.
Hey, listen.
Facts.
That's a great one.
It's as
Man United
simple
have
as
had
that.
one player since Moyes.
And that's Bruno.
That one player that's done bits.
He's
since
the
come.
only one, bro.
Everyone else, all the Ibras, all right, yeah, he won the Europa and whatever. But I'm saying,
Ibra was sick.
Ibra was good.
He was sick.
Ibra was good.
I think Man U's problem is you keep trying to buy one fucking savior.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
go and
No,
get
do you know what
a
it is?
few
It's
man.
'cause of- it's 'cause of the
They
name.
bought Sancho, Varane, and fucking Ronaldo.
it's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
names.
yeah, that's a
Look,
madness. That's a madness.
But I
That's a
knew the
madness.
play before when they bought all 3 of
I
them.
felt like I did as well.
You think you're buying Sancho because
man
you're
sat
just,
here
like, you're
and
watching
Nah,
it.
I disagree with that,
not
Dan.
do well, bro.
No, they bought. Look. The only one that was
weren't
bought
coming
for
to save
that
nothing.
was not a position was
Nothing,
Cristiano.
bro.
We didn't need a centre forward when Cristiano came, but we needed a right winger when we got Sancho. We needed a centre back. We still need another one, but we needed a centre back when we bought
we
Varane.
bought those players for that system then. I think Ronaldo was the only one that didn't fit what Solskjaer was doing.
Yeah, but even
and
then,
now
when
the
you
whole
bought
thing's
Varane,
like retrofit for Ronaldo.
Real
Don't make
Madrid
sense.
were like, thank you very
Yes,
much.
yeah.
You
That's
bought
what happens.
they
Whatever,
buy
but-
you lot buy names, bro.
Yeah.
You bought
That's-
Sancho because he's Sancho.
That's a
You
man.
bought
That's
my
but
man 'cause
that's
he's my man.
you see, Man United, the brand.
Yeah.
There's always going to be that. I reckon maybe not this January, but in the summer again, there's going to be another one that's a name.
I don't want-
even
I
though-
don't- I
maybe
don't-
even if he's not the position that we need,
I
but
don't want-
because
There's names and
People,
there's names.
people
bro.
forget, bro. Before then, the man was like, "Oh, why don't they just pay the money for Sancho? Why
facts,
don't you
facts,
just do it?"
facts. No, but the whole system was built around needing a right winger, and then you bought this striker that meant you didn't need him anymore. But at the same time, I'm not. I don't say this lightly. Arsenal, like they check their mirrors, they dropped the pride.
Yeah.
And they went and bought
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
And they rebuilt their team. And it didn't take as long as it should
Can I
have
say-
done.
can I say-
And
can I
don't
say-
get me wrong, they're not back. But Manchester United, now, you're looking at that and going, the amount of money they spend here, there, and everywhere, none of it makes sense.
Can I say that it's because Arsenal are not? It's gonna sound mad, like I'm trying to be biased, but can I say it's because Arsenal they're not Man United in terms of the club.
Man
size.
United haven't been Man United for a long
no,
time.
they haven't.
either.
Forget the football. I'm talking about the name of Man United
bro,
and the
no, the
brand.
club- the name as well.
That everyone is hanging on to.
Did you
still
hear
this
what
day.
my man just said?
Only
He
your
said,
fans.
drop the pride.
Yeah.
Just point. If you don't do that,
So my point being,
right there.
is Man United, everything above the football. They all
you're
believe
wrong.
that we are still that statement.
Yeah,
That's
so-
a fact.
so they need to drop the pride.
But they can't.
No, because when you try to do it, once. David Moyes, he brought in Schneidlin and fucking
Yeah,
Fellaini,
horrible.
and he got it wrong. So now everything you lot do is post-traumatic stress. Everything Manchester United fans face now is PTSD. It's so pathetic.
So let me ask you this
so
then.
Pathetic.
So you see momentum, because you just said something and I've been hanging on to what you said. You went, we want FA Cup, Europa, If you're throwing away FA Cup, Europa, you're not building momentum.
No.
but it's
So
momentum,
because-
bro.
I'm-
Like them
by
times
the
when
way-
you lot won it was nothing.
by the
Jose
way,
Mourinho,
no.
you just
But
slated the
but
guy
no,
that done
I'm
all of
talking-
that.
No, I'm talking
because
from
of
the-
how long they dominated the league for. There's a certain thing around them. Like
Not
they
for me.
should be top three.
Not for me.
Open your
I'm
mind,
talking,
you're never gonna be that again.
Steve-O, I'm talking
Never.
from the perspective of what Man United are these days. A lot of the fans, I can't say the majority, I don't know all of them. A lot of the fans, a lot of the people involved in the club, they are still hanging on to what Man United is, or was, rather.
You don't need to go
But
get Nevers
But
now.
the reality of it is,
we'll still need to
our
replace him in 2 years,
our
though.
level now is 6th, 7th, 8th. That is our level, realistically, yeah? But nobody will accept that. Everybody will say, we don't accept mediocrity.
Now,
Last year, we said that Leicester City were finishing 5th. Everybody was super excited about those new signings. This year, in 5th place, according to us, Tottenham Hotspur.
No.
Is it? And we
I
voted
like
this
that.
year.
I don't. But I think they'll be
had
lower.
them.
I think
they'll
that's
be
very
lower.
possible.
Where'd you have them?
I put them fourth.
You put them in 4th, yeah?
I don't have enough faith over the longevity of the season to think Arsenal make it there. I think Arsenal will have their little patch and then they'll become Arsenal. United are kind of fucked. They could do it, but I just think Conte might be the difference.
For Spurs.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think you do pay that kind of money for a difference maker, and they paid a lot of money to bring Conte in. And they paid a lot of money to sack Nuno and
Nuno,
Jose.
yeah.
You'd think that's a difference maker, but I don't think Tottenham ever thought fourth was on the cards when they hired Conte. Honestly,
And I
Do you think
now
it's on the
it
cards
is.
now? Genuinely.
Yeah, of course
they're
it is.
games in hand. They're fourth.
Yeah, because
You know
games
what
in
this
hand
is
doesn't
like?
mean
This is
points.
like, do you remember that a few seasons ago where Chelsea, I think Man U and Arsenal were all chasing fourth? Or was it Chelsea, Arsenal and so? And they were just, all of them just kept dropping points like every week. Like it's like no one wanted fourth place.
Yeah.
It's going to be like that.
I think it will be like that as well. I think there's going to be us and United are going to have.
Everyone's just going to drop
horrible
points. And I
seasons,
reckon
so-
Conte might be tough enough to see it out.
Do you think the Tottenham squad, like their mental, is strong enough to handle what Conte is going to bring? Bearing in mind,
When I look at someone like Højbjerg, I feel like he's the kind of player that can dig in and get you fourth. And Dombele, he's back.
He looks
and
like-
he-
He's
I
what?
feel-
He's back?
he's trying.
No,
he's trying.
He's trying. Like I looked at him. He came on yesterday at half time. Yeah, and he's been shit recently.
Him and Conte is
But-
not a good mix, I think.
This is
So.
what I'm
But
saying.
I've
There's
got
a lot of that.
feeling that Conte takes a few weeks, but then once you figures out once you get on a good relationship and he trusts you and you trust him, I think you start playing again.
At the end,
This is Ndombele's fourth Tottenham manager. Bro.
Yeah, man.
I know,
None of
but
them
I'm saying
trusted
he came
him.
on
Yeah,
yesterday
he's done
and
out
the
already,
game
I
started to tilt, not all the way back in Tottenham's favour, but
he's that good though.
No,
He is
that
good.
Nah, he's a baller.
He is,
He's a
he's a
baller.
baller.
He is.
Does
I say it all the
does he
time.
get to bring anyone in?
What he's actually done.
No, but
He
we'll
has
sack
to-
it off next
Does he
week.
get to bring anyone in
He has to
January?
bring people.
You got
He
Kane
has
and
to.
Son,
He
that's
has
still
to, bro.
Will-
that's
see,
still scary.
this
He
is what I was
don't
gonna
bring in
say.
a man. They're tired.
Will Levy is Levy going to say? Obviously, he's
Yeah.
gone back there. So
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
gone
yeah,
back
yeah.
there and said, "Look, here you go." But so there's that as well. He's like I think he's the second highest spending manager in the last 6 years. Conte is, bruv. Yeah, he loves to spend. Levy doesn't, but he might give it to him. He's hard on his players to the point where they won the league and he's offering out his striker last season. You remember the striker they got in the boxing ring? I don't think Tottenham's players who have given up on the last 3 managers have been
Who's
pussies.
striker Lukaku
I
last
think
year?
Kane
No,
and
the other
Son.
one.
Kane and
Lukaku was
Son up
referee.
top is enough.
Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez.
Kane and Son up top for me. I think over the next few months might be enough.
I
to
still
get,
think the transfer window has to close and Kane's heart has
Put it
to
this way,
break
they need
before
another
Kane
centre-back.
Before he
gets
cares.
going.
Yeah.
I think the window needs to close.
They need
I
to
still
drop-
think
they need
part
to
of
drop
his heart
Sanchez.
is in
But his
Manchester.
heart
He
might
still,
he might have got like a little bounce, though,
he
innit?
said that he's going to leave.
I think he's rattled.
Sorry,
bro.
go.
Who, Kane?
Kane. I think he thinks
They need to drop
Sorry,
Sanchez.
No, but I'm saying I think Kane's probably looking at the landscape a little bit different now. All this stuff that's going on with Lukaku and Conte being there and maybe getting money and thinking, boy, if something can develop and Lukaku can find his way to Spurs, then I can get out of
That
it.
ain't gonna happen. But he's gonna cut though.
I thought you meant him
He's-
just going Chelsea.
He's gonna
He's
leave.
rattled.
No, Lukaku's gonna leave. And you're thinking about Harry Kane's got his eye on
Bro,
Chelsea.
Kane
That's
ain't got no
nonsense.
brethrens, like you said.
Yeah.
His social life is a mess.
He's fallen out of his brother.
He's mash.
He's fallen out of his brother.
There
that
you go.
bad?
He's,
That's his best
he's
friend.
rattled,
No,
bro.
Bruv,
Did you
Charlie
see him?
was never going to get that done, bro.
Bro, Harry Kane is rattled. He's not the same footballer, bro. He's mash.
It was his agents to do the Man City
Brain
deal.
is
They've fallen out.
finished. It's about time.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing left.
Tottenham's just like there's a lot of weak players in there.
Yeah, weak men.
But there's a couple
Weak men.
tough guys. Højbjerg is a tough man.
Who else?
He
Who
is,
else? Who else? Who else?
and also he's sick, by the way.
They can't afford to be
He's
weak,
not my
though.
kind of player.
But they are.
The guy, he's not at fault.
I rated him from Bayern days, you know.
Yeah, it's cold.
I'm not gonna lie, still.
Whoever's not pulling their weight, Conte will bomb them off, bro.
Yeah, but we're talking fourth this year.
Yeah, so they have.
They
So
ain't
they
got enough players.
no, but they have to. They have to perform.
No, yeah, they have to play some players that ain't gonna be good enough.
My thing is this.
Like Emerson Royal. I know Conte don't want to play him.
He doesn't want to play. I like him, but he can't attack.
No,
so.
he's
but here's the
bad,
thing, yeah.
bro.
At the moment, Tottenham for some reason are playing with a back four.
Right.
That's not Conte. So
It's a
I
lack
think
of options, though.
it's lack of options. But I think once, bro, there's not many
he has
managers
played
that
with
operate
three.
that three at the back like Conte. Like that is actually his bag. And once he figures out how to effectively get them
He
in
did
that
play a
shape,
free because he played Sessegnon left.
Four's been his
Yeah.
main thing though.
He's
which
been-
is, and he don't love that. Like that's not if he's got the players for it. Like if you're Conte and it's January and you know that you've come in, you're probably gonna get a couple mil to spend. You're gonna do whatever you can to make that shape work because that's his Bible. You know what I'm saying? Sanchez is a
Sanchez,
stinker.
horrible, bro.
And
Bro,
Tanganga.
he's gonna struggle
So
to get
I
that
think
fourth.
Conte-
Do you
bro.
rate Tanganga?
I don't think he's not. I don't think
Who
he's bad.
Tanganga? You don't rate him?
I think he's
I don't
not.
rate
I think he's
I think
alright.
he's just raw in it. He's
Yeah,
raw,
he's
like
too
he's
raw, man.
he's
can't be a raw
Basaka. He's
centre-back.
Basaka with more tech.
We know there's not a lot of value in the January transfer market. We know that. But for Tottenham, I think if Conte had them isolated, because, like, I look at Tomiyasu, that's late in the window, but he fit a prototype that Arsenal thought they needed, and they went and got him. And Lippy might not like it, but he probably was offered to every Premier League team.
No, but that guy who broke the story
didn't-
tried to
he
disrespect
didn't-
him.
He didn't fit the archetype. So they went and got the archetype. So if Conte can get a couple of wing backs in his archetype, like Kieran Trippier would have been great for that, but he's going Newcastle and he's obviously been a Tottenham player. Then Tottenham can start winning games more
And then all
comfortably.
of a sudden,
But at the moment, they don't look
smiling,
good.
yeah.
They don't look good.
They don't have to look good though. That's the problem.
No, they don't have
They
to
don't
look good.
have
You
to
do
look
have to
good,
look
bro.
good.
You
You do
don't.
have to look good.
You've
Not
brought
to
in
get results.
Conte. You've gassed it up.
Not to get
Come
results.
on, bro. You
You
know
don't
how
have
it
to
is.
look attractive.
Not to get results.
No,
but
you're
getting-
not.
getting results
You're
is good.
misunderstanding
Yeah.
me.
Mourinho
You don't have to
got you
look- Hold on,
results.
you're misunderstanding me. You have to look attractive.
Attractive, yeah.
You have to look good.
As in winning.
You can't get results
Picking
not
up
looking
points.
good. You lot didn't look good when you lot beat. Who did you beat? Palace,
Norwich. Yeah.
You didn't look
Yeah,
good,
we didn't look
and
good.
that's
It's
why
true. That's
form
why it's
caught
true.
up with you.
It's true, it's true.
Because you didn't look good.
It's true.
Attractive has nothing to do with that.
Steve,
Tottenham have to start looking good at some point.
he's farted and it's just really jarring.
You're so childish, bro.
I'm
Like, it's a
childish. You
fart.
fart next to
I
me.
think they will. I've seen it before. Wherever Conte goes, trust me, that guy is he's a serial winner. Like it might
Can
end
he do
in
it in
tears.
7-8 months though?
I think he can.
I hate that one. I hate that one.
I hate that too.
one. Man,
Serial
I don't, You know
winner.
what, yeah? Nobody's moving with the times no more. He's a serial winner. So was Jose. Like,
No.
what does that mean?
Nah, bro.
He's
I mean,
with Tottenham
bro, the
Hotspur.
guy's ruthless, bro. He went from no hair to hair. Like, he's a results man.
For real.
Like, so
And Josh
what he's going to
Townsend.
do, he'll make sure, it might not be pretty, but if the objective is, listen, everyone else is flopping this year as well. We need top 4.
You think he's getting it?
He
Dan?
could do it.
Do you think he's getting it? Forget what we think now. Do you
I
think
reckon
he's
he can
getting
do
it?
it. Because I reckon he's got things. He looks like a
Yeah.
top brass man.
All right, shut up. Last year,
Looks
at
like
the
it.
beginning of the season, after one game, this is going to make us look great. In 4th place, we believed would be Manchester City.
Jesus
Oh, wow.
Christ.
Yeah,
Because I had no striker. No striker.
Yeah. Specs, PK, Skits, Margs, and Tego all had them 4th. I just wanted to punish them. We argued about Zinchenko and them not having a left back. They played Nathan Ake the other day. Like, they know they don't have a fucking left back. We argued about them not having a striker. We said if they get Harry Kane, they'll probably win the league. They didn't even get Harry Kane, they won the league.
No, but come on, man. Sorry. Because look, it just got. You don't think what I'm saying is nonsense all the time. Yeah, it's legit. It just goes to show, yeah, that why they're building the winners over there. Didn't you see what Foden and Grealish done the other day?
You know what? You should stop. Specs wasn't convinced by the Jack Grealish signing. If you actually look at the raw numbers, like goals and assists aren't great. Every other number, Jack Grealish is number 1, number 2 in the league.
It's gonna take time to work out.
Nah, it's like completed dribbles and through balls and keep up. Like his actual raw midfield numbers are
Somebody here
super
stood
high.
by said had a point. I think it was Lippy, maybe, I don't know, don't quote me. Somebody here said that you're not going to see the same. You know how Jack Grealish used to be? It was you.
Yeah.
I used to carry.
He might get there though.
But he'll be transitioned into a kind of more.
Of course, you don't have to carry.
That's what I'm saying. So do you stand by that? Is what I was going to ask.
Playing great.
Bro, it's gonna take. He's gonna take time to get in his bag.
He's not. I don't think
He's gonna take time to get in his
100
bag. He's a
million,
top
that's
player and he's got a top gaffer, and I think it's just gonna be
But is
alright.
he
You know
playing-
what?
Do you think he's playing great right now, Margs?
No, why? No, I'm saying he's playing
He's
great.
definitely playing great.
I don't think
Great.
Playing all right, man.
I don't think he's playing great. I think he's all right. I think he's doing all right.
It's the comparison to what we used to see him at Villa. That's the problem.
You're not going to
that's
see the
happening
same
here.
thing. You're not going to see the same thing. You have to understand
Well
that. He's
said.
going to change him as a footballer. He's going to change him. But once he gets him how he wants him, it's going to be nothing but class
For
and quality.
me, but does that make sense though? Buying a man for 100 million, that's already great to change him. That's not a good
That's
signing,
true.
bro.
That's true. Also, wait.
Depending if it works for
wait.
your team, though, Lippy, innit? If it works for your team.
I just think when you're in key positions and you got 5 options, rather than I better fucking put this in the box in front of my striker, you got 5 options. Or when you've got the ball in a key position and the option ain't I better fucking roof this because I ain't got anything else to do. But in fact, you can actually play Raheem down the line, or you can bring Foden across, or then the raw numbers. They
I don't
say
think 100 million is raw.
Grealish is
You want to
playing
look at
great.
raw numbers. You
Well,
want to see it in your
let's get to
face.
the end of the season, and if they're
Yeah.
Champions League winners, if they're Premier League winners,
But right now,
Yeah,
they're not.
But that
but
won't.
right now, but he's playing great.
But they done that without who won the league just now? City.
See, yeah.
So that they could have done it.
Yeah, but the
without
champion-
my
the
man,
Champions
100
League, though.
million.
Do you
bro.
think
You
that?
need depth in your team, though.
Do you think
100 million?
it's bad? Yeah, it's not great.
Yo, we're allowing.
We're talking
them.
about like we're the
We
ones
are
spending
allowing
it.
them. Bro.
City spending 100 million, alright, it's a lot, but it's kind of like we're
another
putting
squad
our
player for them.
expectations on them. They don't care. I don't think they care like that.
And now, according to our votes, the genius panel of Filthy Fellas, 4th place, Arsenal,
Yeah, and where did we say that we was last year?
8th.
Ah,
Where did you have
everybody
them?
say
Before
sorry
you
to
say
me.
it,
I didn't have them 8th.
Where do you have them?
I think I had them 5th. Was it 5th?
I don't have your votes.
Yeah, that's where I got them.
Weren't 8th.
Arsenal,
I might even have put 4th. You know.
Arsenal definitely look better.
Yeah, much
yeah. So hats off to them and hats off to
Much
Arteta. They definitely look better. They look decent, and I believe
better.
they've got a good chance of getting there because apart from the decent teams like the top 6 ones, all them other ones, they're going back to that old Arsenal where it's like I know they're going to batter them little idiot meaty
Lost
teams.
to
like.
Everton.
Yeah, but I mean,
That was before the.
that was before their little run.
No, it wasn't.
I don't think they make top 4, but I think they look decent. I think they look
I
better.
think the thing about the run they went on right in the middle where they played their best football they have in a few years, they didn't change their 11. Like, Smith Rowe was benched, Aubameyang was out, it was Lacazette, Odegaard, Partey, Xhaka, boom, it's settled. Every one of the 11 was settled. No Europe, it's nice to have that problem, right? You can't have that forever. Unless you can, and then Arsenal finishing 4th if they have that forever. But Arsenal have lost 5 times out of 5 times against the teams that finish in the top 4
I know
last
where
year.
Tigo's going. Tigo's point,
I'm not
and
going anywhere.
you're right.
I just made the point.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Continue.
I just made the point.
No, I'm talking about your tweet, man. The Arsenal are eventually for them to actually transition into that top 4, like we're saying, are gonna have to beat a top 4 team.
No, I think even if you just do pure maths,
yeah,
Man
we
United
have
are going
to.
for top 4. Arsenal have got Chelsea, Man United, and Liverpool to play. All the teams around them are
got
going to play
West
each other.
Ham away.
Arsenal are going to win every game. And if you just extrapolate their first half season versus their second half season, if you do it plus, yeah, they might finish 4th. That ain't going to happen. And they can't afford to lose to Man United at home.
We're gonna do them.
You
though,
could
man.
barely afford
You
to
reckon,
lose to
Lippy?
Chelsea.
Definitely.
Everyone can afford to lose to Liverpool. But they're going to have to, they're not drawing against top 4 teams. They're losing.
We ain't drawing at all, to be honest.
No,
I
they're
think we've drawn twice or
drawn with
something.
Leeds and Brighton, I think.
Yeah,
That's
we've
it,
only
literally
drawn twice.
out
Yeah,
of 19.
literally.
Yeah, that's mad.
So it's like, yeah, man.
And draws are coming.
Nah, they're 100%.
The way football works is it catches up with you.
Bro, I just think, yeah, you see the City match, the way we got bumped, yeah, and they actually feel bumped, innit? They know fully. We was fully in control of that match. And then
Why were you
something
bumped
happened.
though?
I was messing around. I didn't watch the game, but I
We
looked
got
at some of the
bumped,
stats.
man.
Arsenal
After
ran it.
90 minutes. You had like 2 shots on target.
Nah, Arsenal ran
You
the
don't
game.
understand.
Yeah, when you
If
watch
you
it,
What kind
don't
of
think we
domination?
was running the
What
game,
kind
you
of
don't
domination are we
understand.
talking about?
You either didn't watch
No,
it
he
or
said
you
it.
don't
He said he
understand.
didn't
I
watch
just
it.
said I didn't
He
watch
didn't
the
watch
game.
it.
I said
Yeah,
I've looked at the
yeah.
stats. These are going like this was some
Yeah, but
amazing
again, you
performance.
can't look at
And after the end of
stats.
90 minutes, you had 2 shots on
Yeah,
target.
yeah.
And I'm
Marks.
saying
28% possession.
No.
at
All of
home.
that's
28%
dead.
possession at
All
home,
of
2
that's
shots
dead.
on target. I'm thinking, huh?
Marks, that's
It was Arsenal's best performance
it was.
in a long time.
Easily.
And ultimately, when in that first half, that space in front of Ake, Saka was taking the piss. And Martinelli on the other side was doing well, but Saka was taking the piss. I think Arsenal's window was before half-time. They should have scored a second goal.
Arsenal didn't play better. They bossed City. That's the difference.
First half,
They-
and also
and
not
even
first- not
after
all-
they
not-
scored Tego.
Yeah, but not all the
2
first.
shots
they
on
scored in
target
the
all
first
game,
half.
bossing.
They did.
So
If you watch the
it ain't
game, you wouldn't be
about
saying
shooting,
this.
you know,
I'm
that.
telling you, Marks.
You got a Bruno Fernandes brain, bro.
Marks,
Man said Bruno.
Marks, I'm letting you know.
How
Remember-
many goals was you going to score?
Marks, remember I hate Arsenal so much, so
I'm
I don't
just
like
asking a
complimenting
question,
them.
sorry.
I'm saying to you, if you watch the game, I promise you, your posture would be different.
Yeah,
and what you're
it's
saying,
too
I'm
much.
just telling you, Arsenal complete. Listen, they ran that first half, and even when City equalised with the penalty, it's just that Gabriel's head went. Arsenal were not only what you said about the space in front of who, where Saka was taking the piss, right? Martinelli
But you
had
have to- you
apart
have
from
to
his miss,
end with a shot or a cross.
apart from his miss, Martinelli's miss, which for me, even though Lippy's talking about them being bumped, which they were, Arsenal should have clearly had a penalty. Arsenal had the game in their hands and fucked it themselves. Because if Martinelli scored that goal, the whole game's different.
Yeah,
It's an
also-
open goal.
but
Bro.
there's
They
also-
ran the
there's also
game.
the
I'm being
consideration-
serious.
There's also the consideration that City just played 95 against Brentford.
Yeah, but
then that's
Tough
why.
game.
yeah, but the biggest
And
squad in the whole in the
Arsenal's game against Wolves got cancelled the day before. We know what Wolves are on. I think you're talking about history favoured Arsenal. And my only point is not that Arsenal didn't deserve to win or that it was whatever. My only point is you ain't going to get a better chance to beat City than that. And for a team that's now lost 5 games against top 4 teams, I don't know if you're going to get a better opportunity to beat a top 4 team than that.
I don't know, man. I just think
Why
no
not? The
one
whole
else is
game-
City. No one else is City, boy. City's a different team.
Yeah,
the way
they
Arsenal
beat
dealt
you
with them
with
is
a
weird.
penalty and a
Yeah,
random
but I
scrambled
just-
winner. You should have won that game,
Yeah,
and
we
that's
should've, but-
a compliment because it puts Arsenal in a different space now. You should have won that game.
Yeah, but like, but look at who we play. Look at who we're competing for top 4 against. Yeah, Tottenham. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, me personally, I don't think they're good enough. You lot, Wolves at home.
Tottenham beat City.
Should have wrapped that. So it's like
Tottenham
who
beat
we have
City,
to-
though.
Yeah, I hear you, but Tottenham are cunts in other fixtures. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like I know, like even us included, there's points that's gonna be dropped. It's gonna be horrible. That struggle to top 4, but this is gonna be one of our better finishes, bro.
No,
To the
yeah,
season,
it is.
100%. Like you can see it,
And you're good.
just because of the
You're
way
good.
we're playing.
You're good.
I don't think we're good. I think we're just.
I think
we're
your
not
11, your
shit
11
no
is
more.
good.
No, you're
Your
playing.
11
You're,
is
actually,
good.
you're actually playing good. It's annoying.
No,
me.
we're
No, but I use it like
No,
consistent.
the 11 is good. Like Gabriel and
No,
Ben
you're
White
right.
are good. Tierney is good. Tomiyasu
Yeah.
is good. Ramsdale is obviously good.
Yeah.
Xhaka, he's good, but he's still going to cost you
Xhaka's
games.
dead, yeah.
Partey is good, but he's only played well like twice. But now he's playing well. Martinelli is good. Saka's good. Lacazette is doing his job. Odegaard is very good.
Yeah.
You're good, like, and that puts you above United and Tottenham in that way. But you have to. You can't just if you're gonna flat track bully your whole way there, and you're gonna get there off wins against Brighton, Norwich, and Watford, then so be it. But I don't think the maths add up.
To go on
you
what
not
Margs
beating a
was
big
saying though, if I'm the manager and I walk off the pitch and I've only had 2 shots and 28% possession at home, I'm saying if I'm the manager, I'm not a manager, I'm going to say to the boys, we've got to get more shots. We're going to dominate. If we're going to
be
if
better.
we're going to dominate,
We've got to be better.
we've got to do
No, they
do
should've
better.
won. That's the thing. The amount of possession, the amount of good openings they had, the way they had the run of the left side. City's left, but Arsenal's right. They should have scored. They should have had more chances. I said. You remember? I said in the group. I said their best chance to win this game is scoring again before halftime because there's no way Guardiola's leaving this much
Bro,
space in
so
front of
obviously
Ake
you can massage stats to do whatever you want. It sounds like it was an entertaining game. It sounds like they played very well and stuff
Arsenal
like that.
should've
But I'm
won.
saying just go on paper and you just go and look at the raw stats and it's like this. If this, I didn't see it again. Fair enough, cool. But if you on paper look at the raw stats that's there, and I'm saying if this is what you are raving about, then fuck me. I don't know what's going on.
Arsenal, they can get 4. I think they're the most like unpredictable team of the Arsenal, Tottenham, and Man United. They're so unpredictable. All 3 of them are unpredictable.
I just feel like we got the most players that can help. It's as simple as that. Tottenham.
You ain't got a striker.
Yeah, but Tottenham got a striker, but it's Harry Kane.
He's not there. He's not
booty
there right now.
When he's
Yeah,
booty,
so they're
Son's booty.
So they're behind Arsenal on games played, right? And he ain't turned up yet.
But you don't know whether he's going to turn
Arsenal ain't
up.
got a striker.
Why is there a yet?
I'm just saying because
There's always a yet. There's always a
Has
yet.
not
Harry
been
Kane.
doing yet. That's what we're
There's
doing.
always a yet.
We're
Has
doing
he
yet.
been shit for this long in a season before?
No, but he's still got goals.
I was just going to say, he scored the last 2 in a row.
Has he?
But let's not talk about Tottenham. We're talking about Arsenal. There's a window for them as well because actually they've got parties gone African nations, isn't it? You've got a bit of a midfield crisis because Xhaka's not good enough to leave. We've known that. He's been there years. So yeah, that's where it is.
I'll gun out, man. I see Party playing up front yesterday. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's you.
So yeah, he'll be back soon.
He's got a tattoo of Arsenal. What do you think about Arsenal?
Yeah, I know the way Brit.
Savage Dan's the only person who goes and walks 10 minutes to find Deliveroo. Like, Deliveroo, literally the most autonomous system. It just shows up at your door. Dan's the only person I know that can make that into a drama. He's gone, so we've replaced him with Poet.
On my G.
Poet, Arsenal, at Poets Corner UK, it says it there.
Come on.
Happy birthday.
Pardon?
What do you think about Arsenal in 4?
I finally believe in them again.
Oh, you think so happening?
Yeah, Jet Black is... No, I don't know if we're going to get 4th, but I believe in Arsenal. Jet Black is back. And if you watch the game, honestly, I have to shove it down your throat, no homo. I have to let you know, that would have shown you... The first half stats, I wish I could see those. I admit, when Gabriel got sent off, it was a stinker. We couldn't get the ball for time.
Wasn't it stinker?
We couldn't... It was a stinker.
It was
It was a stinker. Year 11
But that's
versus
not
year
fair
7s.
though. I was an idiot.
I'm not saying it's fair. I know I'm not here to say it's fair, but it was a
The
stinker.
ref was a big idiot.
The ref were an
A
idiot,
man got sent off for consent.
All right, last year, some fucking now, we believed that Manchester United were going to finish third.
Come on. Normal, you get me?
When man say dumb shit,
Manky and
man
that.
don't ever
You know what
want
it
to
was?
talk
Do you know
about it
what- do you know what
again.
it was?
If things change, it's still on.
Do you know what it was? At that point, I remember that point. The Man United fans and Arsenal fans as well, but Arsenal fans always feel a bit guilty at the last minute. Felt like they needed to overdo their votes on everybody, every player, every position, and so there were people with Man United first. They saw Ronaldo. They saw
Yeah,
Lanham
yeah,
first.
and that's poor.
It was childish. It was pathetic.
Their people thought United would win the
So
league.
while everyone else has them down 4th, 5th,
It balances out.
it makes them third.
Yeah.
so
Which is a shocker.
which is shocking. We've already done Man United. This year, we believe that in 3rd place will be Deliveroo Dan's Chelsea.
I think so too. That's like set in stone for them almost. They're just a team after Liverpool and City, innit?
They can take Liverpool though. They've got to turn things around a bit.
Do you reckon?
Yo, Chelsea fans are fucking weird, man. Like they were all like brewing this anti-Tuchel thing. They were all brewing this. Oh, he runs out of energy after 18 months. It's what he does it everywhere. They're all picking up these narratives, and then the form starts to go. Obviously, they get injuries. They got a lot of injuries, by the way. And then Lukaku comes out, does an interview talking about how he wants to go to Inter one day, and the Chelsea fans are like, "Fuck him! It's his fault." Tuchel back the manager back, and I was like, "Oh, you lot are so predictable, man." But that's the kind of thing that can galvanize a team, because Tuchel got the public apology, dropped him, and they drew 2-2 with Liverpool. They celebrate like they won the league. Liverpool didn't have a goalkeeper and they didn't have a manager, but whatever.
Lukaku.
Brought him back next
They
year.
can still finish second, I think, Chelsea.
I
They're
don't
still
think they
good
can.
enough.
I don't think they can.
Good.
I
Of
think
course
we
they're
can
definitely
catch
good
them.
enough. Of course.
I swear down.
Whoa.
I think we're
If
more
you
likely
played
to
them
come
tomorrow,
third than them
man.
coming second.
Yeah, like.
You think they're gonna drop that many points?
They've just dropped.
How many points are we behind them?
Nah, it's a
7?
lot. I'm gonna check, but that's a
I
lot.
mean, it could get worse, man. Their expectations of them was high after what Tuchel done, Champions League and the signings and Lukaku coming in and them starting off the league so strong. This is supposed to be a title challenging season,
But Margs,
and
I
the
lie
Wolves,
though.
the Wolves have fell off already, so it can get worse.
It can get worse. Man. It's Chelsea. They always ends in tears. I don't know one gaffer that's walked out that door apart
You know
from
what
Gus
it is,
Hiddink,
yeah?
and everyone gave him a thumbs
Because
up.
look, yeah,
It
we-
ends in tears.
You're 8 behind them with one less game. 8 points with one less. So you lot play 20, they play 21.
Jeez. Yes, tight.
Chelsea, man. Honestly, I just don't see how they finish above third.
I think they can't come.
I
above
mean,
third.
Liverpool losing a lot of key players to Africa. That's how they finish third. I mean, Chelsea losing their goalkeeper, which is probably the biggest position to lose a player in. But ultimately, Chelsea got a shitload of fucking players, man. They got a £72 million goalkeeper on the bench. Who else has got that?
Yeah, but then
He's a
Liverpool
shit
had
one, but he's there.
Liverpool had them problems before. Like last season, they lost bare man and they just sorted it out. Whereas Chelsea, these
Didn't
internal
finish-
problems.
Where did they finish? Fourth.
Fourth or third, but
That's
people
not
had to.
sorting
People
it
didn't
out.
even believe that they were going to even get Champions League. I remember the conversations here. So
But that was based
allow
on
them.
Chelsea.
They done
though.
sensational to get Champions
Chelsea, when they have internal problems, every time they have internal problems, it just crumbles. It just crumbles. And I think they've sorted it out temporarily now. But all Lukaku needs to do is go on a little bad run. It's going to be back where it was.
Now it's going to be happening.
Where's he from?
He's from Belgium. Yeah.
He spends a lot of time in America, though. To be fair,
His
to him.
dad played.
Maybe
He's in Belgium.
influence. I don't know.
Congolese. He's nice. Congolese.
He's Congolese.
Yeah.
It makes sense now.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
What do you mean? Congolese people don't act like they're American.
Look at them sunglasses you're wearing today.
That's not. They look like yours.
Big man, this is so I can see. I'm blind. What's your excuse?
What? They're seeing glasses.
Yeah.
But what? You're on prescription.
Yeah, prescription. I'm blind.
I'm prescribed as well.
You what?
Prescribed.
I think it'll be fine.
I think they finished top 4.
I think they finished top 4.
No one said they weren't finishing
I
top 4.
think
That's a given.
Because sorry, I was trying to get back on track, and I was like, "What the fuck are we talking about?" Timo Werner's coming back from injury, and he might be a figure of fun, but in a 3-5-2, that's a lethal forward. And he looked really good under Super forward.
His decision making, though.
No, but do you remember?
he's
Do
in
you remember when Chelsea were flying at the beginning of the season? Everyone was chipping in with goals, and
In
a
that
lot of that
first-
was about Timo Werner.
In that first leg against Liverpool, top
Tottenham.
Spurs.
What?
No, yeah, Spurs, isn't it? That first leg against
Yeah.
Spurs, and Ziyech pinged him that ball. Touch was lovely. He should have just put it down the side of the goalkeeper. He tried to chip him. Obviously, I hear that, but I'm saying his decision making still needs a lot to be desired.
It's shambolic,
He's got a lot to sort out.
Last year, we had Liverpool finishing second.
Nah, it wasn't Liverpool.
They'll probably shut up. They'll probably do that anyway. So, whatever.
Fuck them.
But this year, we have Liverpool finishing second.
I hear it.
It's a bit of a disappointing season, isn't it? Unless they get the Champions League or something.
They've actually been all right, haven't it?
They've been good, but there's that little bit of
Silly
lack of
points
depth.
thrown away. Yeah, it might be that.
And COVID's hit
I
them.
think it is depth. Because
Is that the only thing they're missing?
After like Ox and these guys, like they're not it, bruv. Like you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
expensive depth that he's built over years. But maybe like the way Chelsea just swing axes and then bring players in and get rid and bring players in, it's almost like Liverpool just that little bit of ruthlessness with his squad. If he had that,
James
and-
Milner wouldn't still be at Chelsea.
okay, that's a really great point.
But then
He
Chelsea
wouldn't
and
be there.
Liverpool are just built different. Chelsea
Yeah.
is just
You know what it is?
2022. Liverpool's
I
like
see
a
him
family.
come on the other day. I forgot who it was against, and it was just like, brother, like, why is he coming? Why is he coming on? Like, they're in
Who?
it. Milner.
Nah, don't disrespect Milner.
No, he's a legend. But
Don't
He's a
disrespect
legend, but he's
You're
white.
trying to win the league.
Is he gonna affect the game?
I don't know. They're second
gotta
in the
be-
league,
You're
bro.
gonna
They
put the
must be
game
doing
in
something right.
You
You
put
might-
Naby,
Nah,
you
man,
put
don't do that.
Naby on, and then they
But
put
you're trying
Milner.
to stay champions. Like you're trying to stay in that top. Like you got to think about maybe not selling him, moving him on, but you got to make sure he kind of he's never needed.
Do you know his place?
And and right now the way their squad is, they'll need him
And
if an injury or two happens.
I like
we're talking
Milner.
about title windows, right? We're talking about when it's about West Ham have got a window to get top 4.
Yeah.
This is Liverpool's window. We know the age of Salah. We know the age of Mane. We know the age of Van Dijk. We know that like the team ain't going to be together like this forever. And Chelsea, while they haven't won the league in a couple of years, they will always, like I say, they'll always chop and refresh. And they've got that Cobham system that keeps promoting players.
What did PSG give Wijnaldum? 1 year, 2 years? Did they give him 2 years?
I think it's a few years. I think it's at least 3.
I just think Liverpool have a set way in which they do their business, and it's Milner being there makes sense.
Yeah, it's
Milner
failing,
wouldn't make
though.
sense
It's
at
failing,
Chelsea.
though.
I hear that. But Liverpool
But
are
it's
above
it's
Chelsea.
failing,
Chelsea was struggling against Liverpool the other day. Milner started that game alongside Henderson. I think that's the least of their worries.
But the system, if that is their plan, it's failing.
you could go get
Chelsea
a
won the
madness
Champions
right
League
now.
last year, and Liverpool finished 4th. And now this year, they're miles off the title as things stand. Like, I get it because it won them the league and the Champions League then. But that whole just let's be ruthless that the big teams have. Liverpool I don't think they've been ruthless enough.
They've been
with this squad.
dilly-dallying. It's like what you're saying. You need foresight. Like you say, in the age of Mane and Salah and all that, it's getting to the point where you're going to actually have to replace them all at the same time. And it's going to, like, once that window goes, it's going to
They're
it's
not
a
slow,
shit show, innit? Like, what do you do? They're going to have to be lucky.
It's the end of an era. It's an Arsenal thing.
They've got good young players coming through,
Very good young players.
but they're
ready.
never a guarantee.
They're not ready, man.
They're never a guarantee.
So is you saying after this era of Liverpool players, it could be the end?
Nah,
it
'cause
could be an
no.
Arsenal thing. Yeah,
No, because 2-3
they-
signings, they're back, bro.
Yeah, they're going to need to change it up, but you're going to have to get them. You want to bring them signings in before
Yeah,
the
you
players
wanna
are
finish
finished.
it, really.
That's the-
Yeah, but
do you
then
think there's
Liverpool's
time though.
But Klopp's thing's different.
Don't
You'll
get
bring a man
twisted.
in.
This season might be. You might just have to say fuck it, innit?
Yeah.
We fucked up.
Champions
City
League's
got
still
this.
there. Champions League's still
Yeah,
there. They're
Champions
good
League's
enough to
still
win the
there, but
Champions
you
League.
could you could buy someone in the summer, like a couple players in the summer that could guarantee for the next 2-3 years, you'll challenge, bro.
You sure though?
Yeah.
The way
'cause
City is set up with their depth.
Yeah,
imagine if
City's
they was to
thing's
go
mad,
get
though.
Chelsea are the team
Imagine
that
if they
are
was to go
closest
get
to challenging
Declan Rice
City
or
now.
something, bro. Liverpool. Gee, it'll be a madness, bro. You'll just know for the next couple years, they're decent, bro.
Yeah, but everyone at
I think
Liverpool.
so. I think he shoots more or less everyone.
I don't see them just falling off a cliff, yeah. But it's gonna be difficult. You got other players like Jota comes in, scores goals, he's very good.
He's
But even like
cold.
Firmino's the same age. Like replacing all of them at the same time is gonna cause problems, and we don't know how it's gonna look.
Financial problem.
We don't know
I
how it's
think
gonna look.
Liverpool, I hope this isn't the case because I really like Liverpool and Klopp is the best, right? I think they're going to pay for the sins of patience. They're going to pay for the sins of loyalty, which in most worlds, they're not sins. In football, they are sins. And I think when you talk about the ages of Firmino, Salah, Mane, Van Dijk, these guys and Fabinho and a lot of the midfield options around there, they're all going to hit a wall at the same time. And like I say, Chelsea are nowhere near as good as Liverpool in the 11 right now, but the depth and the way that they can swing players in and out and they can go and attack one competition and then kind of chill with the other one and still get top four and all that. To me, they're closest to City in the model. And that's the model
Chelsea.
but
that's their business,
and I think
though.
Arsenal now with an established 11, which is young, well, they've got one hole, which is striker, maybe a hole in midfield, depending on if Lokonga is good enough to replace Xhaka. They've now got the ability to build on that team with more players over the next 3 years. They are almost coming up the slipstream of Liverpool by having that strong 11, but Liverpool's team is 9, 8, 10 years older.
How many years has got Salah and Mane got? How many years have they got?
Salah's got 1 year of his contract left, right?
Oh, he's going to leave. Oh, sugar. I'm thinking to myself, say them guys have 2 more seasons in them at most. If they go and sign someone in the summer that in a season's time won't be as good as Mane and Salah, obviously, but be extremely effective, I don't see the problem.
But you see how it's a problem now?
Yeah, it's a problem right now because they're 10 points behind City.
And Salah and Mane are enough.
End of next season.
And that's a team without a striker.
End of next season is Salah's
And really
contract.
and truly, I thought we'd be speaking about City like this. Yeah. I thought, oh, why they still got Fernandinho? Why they still got... Because they're still good enough, bro. You get me? But it's like, Liverpool, Van Dijk ain't even the same guy as he was when they won the league 2 years ago. You understand? So it's like, obviously not him. I'm just using him as an example. So it's like, they got to do something. I hear what you lot are saying. Otherwise,
City have got to let a lot of players go this summer.
Yeah.
And I think people are going to be surprised by some of the players they let go.
I hear you.
But they're going to bring a lot of players
Nah,
in as well.
because that's what I was going to say. See the way we've gone and got Tommy Yasu and them lot and kind of changed our team? That can be done upscale, you know. A man could go buy like...
Liverpool don't spend that money.
Nah,
That's-
not Liverpool,
yeah.
but City will do
Oh,
it.
that's what- exactly,
City will go
100%,
buy
yeah.
like 5 guys that will improve them. You understand? And it's like they're the only team in the country. Chelsea do a bit. And that's why you kind of said the model thing. But you're right. Liverpool, they don't do that, bro.
So are they coming to an end of an era and the era seems to be extremely small?
It's got a Champions League and a Premier League medal in it. It's a
a
great
serious
era.
era.
Fantastic era.
And
It's
they're
a
still my
serious era.
favourite team to watch.
Yeah, in that
100%.
era, like
They
you
done
got
bits.
Salah's state to claim for
They were
like
the best
one of
team
the
in the world.
all-time
What's an era?
greats
That's
in the
2
league.
years. So what's the era?
It wasn't, no, it's 4 years, 5
What,
years.
what, in the building of
Champions
Klopp-
League
of
final,
Klopp, you mean?
Champions League win,
Okay,
Premier League
UEFA
win,
UEFA.
4th place with all the injuries. There's 5. That's a half a decade. That's a half a decade.
Arsenal weren't the best for a decade. You get me, bro? It was like 3-4 years. Bro.
Yeah,
So
but
Yeah, but
That's
people
why it
still
was cold.
say,
Yeah, at
even
that
when you
time.
lot was getting in finals and you lot was playing the best football, probably second to Barca in, without actual winning them things. It
it was
doesn't,
still like
later on, you
the
don't really
team, innit?
remember
The
it.
team. I hear what you're saying.
No, but the
So-
team was still cold then. Arsenal's
I
team
think
was
now,
still cold.
to
Fair
compete
enough.
with oil money at all, to get in that conversation, you've done something incredible, and they've done something incredible. And I hope that, like Poet says, they can do this business this summer, and hopefully, I just think they should have done it
Earlier.
a year and a half ago, especially when they had all those injuries. Like Konate is one of those kind of players. Like bring Konate in, and then in 2 years he could be.
Van
You know,
Dijk.
He could be the
Van Dijk,
guy. Yeah, he
whatever.
probably
Right,
will.
right,
But
right.
they-
When
and-
did Thiago?
but-
When did they bring in Thiago? When was that?
Last summer.
And what else did they do that year? Sorry, go on.
that was
Continue.
pretty
No, I was gonna say like if with
January.
Klopp's definitely my favourite manager. Well, Pep's my favourite as it goes, but Klopp's wicked, obviously up there, right? Shouldn't he ain't a part of the management? You might.
You gotta have a normal convo
on,
after that.
carry
Allow
on.
it, man.
Carry on.
What happened? Who fart? It's on fart.
I don't think it was him. I think it was one.
did?
I think it was
Your
BJ.
love child.
yeah.
PJ.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because
Like nothing happened.
yeah, it's just what you meant to do. You look, it's only you that. Oh, he farted. Fucking hell.
I didn't even know
No,
he
you
farted.
missed
How about
it.
that?
Not just now, earlier.
No,
I
you
didn't
missed
fart.
it. He put it in a jar.
He's gonna sell it now.
You farted in the jar.
Steve-O,
Amazing.
In the snooze.
Whoa. Shouldn't Klopp have plan for this. Like, and because he didn't plan for the injuries, because I
that make him a
remember
bad
people said
manager?
it a few years back.
Money is not the same for everybody. You've got a big house out in the lakeside or wherever the fuck you live. We ain't got that.
Oh, me?
Do you know what it's like?
Money's different for
No,
some
you just
people.
feel like
Steve-o.
he's like me on Football Manager. Like I buy my 11 and then I buy like my other guys,
Yeah.
and that's just how it is. I think
Yeah.
he's one of them man.
Yeah.
Has Liverpool not got the money that they could go and spend, though? I thought it just wasn't.
compared
No,
to
but it's,
City and
you're
Chelsea.
talking about spending, but spend it well. I'm guessing they're scouring the world. Like them man
Yeah.
there, yeah. Salah and Mane, yeah. Everything that they bring to the table, just like the way they play, the output that they're giving, like with the goals and the return, so all the things that they do for the team. Where is that profile of player in the world? It's not like we can identify and say, boy,
Well,
they
there
need to
is-
go and get
They
him.
did bring
They got
people in.
Well, weird though. They don't go and sign them big
See how
names
they went
guys
and
like that.
got
They don't
Jota?
sign
I'm saying,
guys
they
like
probably
that.
I'm saying it's a process. They're probably looking for it. They probably
No.
identified what they want. They
There's
just need to go and sort it out now.
There's this kid, this French kid, whose contract's up in the summer.
Oh, what's his name
Who
again?
really likes Liverpool.
And he used to
Who
play
would
for.
be perfect
He's
for
a
Liverpool.
decent footballer as
What's
well,
his
isn't he?
name? Nah,
He
he's
used
at-
to play for Monaco. I
Yeah,
think
he's at
that-
PSG now.
he's
Yeah,
at PSG now.
yeah.
He's at
PSG now.
PSG now.
Yeah.
What's his name?
You know, he's
Left
a
wing,
forward.
left
he's a
wing,
forward.
up
He's
front.
out
I know
of
what you're
contract
talking
this
about. I see
summer. Yeah.
I just trust
Fucking hell,
Klopp, man.
Lippy, no one's getting
Don't
it.
know how you not.
But is this the
Kylian
players
Mbappe,
at Liverpool?
Boys. Kylian Mbappe, he's out of contract this summer.
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, in back.
Offer the
it's free,
fucking
yeah.
bag.
He's free now. You can offer him a
This
contract
guy's-
now.
He's
innit?
going
They
Liverpool
can't-
now.
Bosman.
He had me looking
Why
at them.
not? Nah, no, you're right. He's not. He's a stat padding cunt.
The way they do their business, it's almost like a family. It's like a family-orientated business where you have to be very strategic about your moves. Chelsea is just 2022 life, cuz like we just ship man out, bring them in. Man City is the same. Liverpool's not built like that. So when they have to go and make signings, it's a much more difficult task, I think, than it is when you're at Chelsea or Man City. There is no care for anyone there. If man have to go,
Don't they
bring
have that
someone
board
in.
as well, bro?
Liverpool still got Origi, fam. All now.
He tried to sell Origi.
Did he?
Tried to sell
That's where they have that board, that transfer.
They have
board,
players that are
policies
hard
where
to
they
sell.
actually
I think
go through a
Origi's
strategic
alright, you know?
position.
So do I. I think it's alright as
Harvey
well.
Elliott
Milner.
injury, Harvey Elliott injury hurt them a lot because
Yeah.
he was flying and he would.
Baller.
Who knows where he'd be?
Yeah,
right
he
now
was
if he
playing
didn't
as
get
well.
injured.
He had plans for that
Yeah,
kid.
absolutely.
100%, bruv.
All right, let's do number one. Last year we said Chelsea. What were we smoking? This year we say Manchester City. The team's too deep. They don't need a fucking striker. Kevin De Bruyne he's like an OG the way he plays now. He
They're
doesn't have to.
scumbags as well, man.
And they're scumbags.
That's where it is. You need to be scumbags
They're
to win
shitters.
this
They
league.
are.
Yeah, you,
They're just the coldest team. They done it last year. What did they win? They racked up like 25 wins on the spin last year, and you're thinking, all right,
They're
cool.
doing
gotta
that
be
same
cunt.
said
They're
thing
doing the
now, yeah.
same shit
Like-
again
Yeah.
now.
bro. You see, like 7 of their starting 11 are like not nice people, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll
being
punch
nice
you in the
wins
face,
fuck
and
all.
that's what it's all about. Rodri's a cunt.
That's what
Raheem
my manager
Sterling's a
always used to
cunt.
say to me.
Like these
I bet they're
man,
nice guys in
no,
real
they're
life.
not. But it's like
On the
during
field.
that
They
90
play, yeah.
minutes, they are pricks.
It was
bro.
funny. I saw Raheem Sterling go down. A bit like a exaggerated fool. Saka kind of was like, "What are you doing?" Raheem Sterling got up, pushed him in the chest, and was like, "This ain't England, bro. We're not friends."
Yeah, no.
I thought they didn't. No, he
No,
didn't, but that was.
But he
what
might
I got
as well.
from
But
it.
you see
That's
the
what I
way
got
City
from it.
play, yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's like
a rude
even
way
Raheem,
to-
yeah. You see the way Tommy Yasu was wrapping him up, bro. You just knew he's gonna do something, bro. Eventually.
Lippy, you know what's
They're
so
just
vexed? I was watching the game, you know what I was vexed about? I was thinking to myself, raw, I haven't seen Man City score a last minute goal since like Aguero. Like, this is a 1-1 draw. When Rodri scores, I'm like, so now you're going to put that to your armory
Bro,
as well? Like, if you have
I
to
saw
go get a
El
last
Nen-
minute
I saw
thing,
El-
that
I
belongs
saw
to
El
you,
Nen-
man.
Yeah,
Why not meant to have that?
I know.
And Holding, you're finished.
You know what I love? I love
Yeah,
when
yeah.
City
Holding, I
when
hate
City do
I
win
hate
though,
it.
if they lose, which ain't
Best centre
often,
back at Arsenal.
it's gracefully. There's no like excuses. I feel like with the Liverpool lot, there's a bit like there's always an excuse or blaming someone.
You hate
He would have made
Liverpool.
an excuse.
I just
though.
sat out
Admit
that
it.
whole Liverpool
Pep would've
thing.
made
You
an
can't say
excuse
I
if
hate
they
them,
lost.
bro.
You
I
hate
just sat out on purpose, literally.
But that's just different ways of winning the league, man. You can win the league
Truth.
like you can win the league like soldiers and go into war and just be like, all right, we lost a few. We carry
Or
on
be
going.
like France.
Or you go into
The French.
You go and win the league by going like, fucking hell, everyone's against us. Everyone outside
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
door fucking
that's
hates
Liverpool.
us.
That's
There's
Liverpool.
different ways to
Mourinho
do
does
it.
that. It's not, yeah, playing the game, getting the edge. Yeah. But we're calling City cunts, which they are on the pitch, but they handled themselves nicely after.
If Man City don't win the Champions
Yeah.
League this year, it's a fucking stinker.
Yes.
Yes,
Bro,
There's no
I
I'm
two
not
agree.
ways
gonna
about
lie.
it. It's a stinker.
If they don't win it this year, it's a PSG thing, bro.
Well, that is a long show. A long show. Because
Constructive
Long
show.
like my cocky.
every
What are you doing, Pete? Why are you doing
not
this?
according to specs.
I was going to say, Specs said you need more length.
Thank you for watching.
Spec said it's this.
Thank you for watching. Let us know where you think everyone's going to finish in the league table, and we'll retweet it without looking at it. FilthyFellas.com. Subscribe to the channel.
No respect, you know.